Minasan konnichiwa, this is Tina and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my ultimate glowy base makeup routine. If that sounds like your thing, then please go ahead and channel登録しちゃってください。しちゃいなよ。So recently I have been getting a ton of comments from you guys asking what my makeup routine is to achieve this dewy, glowy makeup look that I often have in my videos. So I thought I would finally put together this much requested video including all of my tips and tricks on how to achieve this look. So the reason why I don't do makeup videos often is because whenever I've done them in the past, honestly they flopped. Like they didn't get that many views, people didn't really seem that interested. So if you do want more makeup content or makeup related videos, make sure you try to like bump the algorithm for this video. So give it a like, give it a comment, view it more than once, so then I know and I will be more motivated to make more makeup related videos for you guys. Without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. Is that what it's called? So without further ado, let's get into the actual routine. Before we get started on the makeup, I personally think it is just as important to have a good skincare routine or skin prep before makeup to have that flawless, glowy, hydrated application. I have actually already uploaded a video on my skin prep before makeup a few months ago, and it is still pretty much the exact same routine. So I highly recommend watching that video, and it really does make a difference when you have a good base for your makeup to be applied on. The main theme is hydration and to use multiple layers of light textured products instead of using something heavy, since heavy products do tend to pill or alter your makeup when you apply it on top. Now that my skin is well hydrated and plump, it is ready for makeup application. The first product I will be applying is the DALBA UV Essence Waterfull Tone Up Sun Cream. So a Japanese beauty Instagrammer that I follow who is like obsessed with Korean products was referring to this as a makeup primer, which technically it is a sunscreen, that is the product category, but it did get me to start using it underneath my makeup and I've absolutely fallen in love. It really does help even my skin tone brighten, give that tone up effect, but has an amazingly glowy finish that does not pill, does not feel heavy, and also has SPF 50 sun protection. My foundation of choice is one that I have been using for quite some time now, the MOONSHOT Glassyfit Cushion in the shade 201. This one is definitely my favorite cushion foundation of all time, if not like favorite foundation of all time, and I have already gone through so many refills of it. There are a few reasons to why it is my favorite. First, a little goes a long way. Usually one good press in the cushion covers my entire face. I don't have to double dip. As long as I keep tapping it across my skin, it seems to continue to blend out seamlessly. It also has the perfect amount of coverage for me. It has enough coverage that it covers up redness, evens the skin tone, but it never looks heavy or like you're wearing too much makeup. And lastly, the finish is just absolutely beautiful. It has this glowy finish and it allows for your skincare and makeup base underneath to glow through. It doesn't interrupt that and it makes your skin just look flawlessly smooth and just dewy and glowy and beautiful. Next, I will be using the SAEM Cover Perfection Tip Concealer in the shade 0.5 to add a little bit of coverage in the areas that I need it. As you can see, I try to use as little as possible so it doesn't look cakey on my skin, usually just under the eye area, and then on my chin is where I usually have like blemishes that I want to cover up, and I will blend it out with the same cushion puff. Tapping it in is really the key here. And with the concealer under the eyes, I do try to kind of blend it out in a upwards direction to create that natural highlight. Back in the day, if I had like a big blemish, I would layer concealer and powder multiple times to try to cover it up. But recently I realized that the more you kind of fiddle with it and the more makeup you apply on a blemish, it's actually more noticeable. So now I just do one layer of concealer and whatever coverage I get out of that is cool. If my blemish is seen through it, that's okay because it's completely normal. Next, I am going to set the makeup with a little bit of powder using the Fenty Beauty Invisimatte blotting powder with this kind of medium fluffy brush from Morphe. So I want to pick up as little amount of powder as possible, so I kind of roll it in the powder and then tap off most of what I've picked up. And another tip here is to blend out any creasing that your makeup might get around the eyes. It is really easy for the makeup to crease around the eyes, so blend it out with your cushion, and then as soon as you blend it out, apply the powder once again in a tapping motion. So you want to use a very small amount of powder only in the areas that you need it, because you don't want to get rid of that nice glowy base that you just created with your foundation. So I tend to use it under my eyes where it can crease, on my eyebrows, and then also around my nose and my chin area, which is where it tends to get the most oily, or the makeup tends to break it down the easiest. I have had this Fenty powder for literally the longest time because it was gifted to me by my partner. It's probably expired at this point, not even gonna lie. But I do love how finely milled it is and how invisible it is. So it is really easy to use on any skin tone. Next, I will be applying some highlighter on my cheeks with the Clio Prism Highlighter Duo in Cream Fizz. Both shades on this palette are beautiful and I use both of them just as much. So I do like to apply powder highlighter underneath if I am applying a liquid or cream blush, because powder products don't always sit well on top of liquid or cream textures, and it also does help to kind of give that glowing from within look as well. The blush I'm using today is the Mecca Max Off Duty Blush Stick in the shade Pinch, and also mixing it with the Mecca Max Off Duty Glass Highlighting Stick. So I have been opting to mix these two on my hand before applying it. Whenever I try to use the highlighting stick, which is literally just like a glossy balm on top of my makeup, I feel like it just alters it and it kind of moves everything around. So I've been mixing the two on my palm and then applying it, and I love the glossy, glowy look it gives. I know a lot of you probably aren't going to be familiar with this brand Mecca, but it is actually a huge cosmetic retailer here in Australia. It's pretty much like Australia's Sephora. We do have Sephora as well, but Mecca Max would be equivalent to like the Sephora collection, their self-produced brand. But basically just use your favorite cream or liquid blush rather than powder to achieve this glowy look. Now that my base is done, I am going to go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, like my eyes and lips, off camera, and I'll be back in 2 seconds. Alright, so we'll be finishing off the glowy base look. I'm just going to apply a little bit more highlighter using the same one on the tip of my nose, Cupid's bow, and then my nose bridge and inner eye corner. Yes, my skin is already looking pretty glowy, but now I'm going to be showing you the ultimate secret to why my makeup always looks so flawless and glowy. The DALBA First Spray Serum. If you know me and my channel, I have mentioned this so many times, you're probably sick of it, but it's the truth. This is the secret to what makes my skin look so freaking glowy. A few sprays of this on top of any makeup look makes it instantly glowy, flawless, and my skin look so juicy. It instantly hydrates and moisturizes your skin and gives that amazing glow. If you do find it a little too intense, you can kind of blend it and puff it down with a cushion puff. But this is the secret, honestly. Like any makeup I use, even if it's not the same foundation and stuff, I use this spray and instantly my look just elevates and looks absolutely amazing. Well, there you have it. That is my completed ultimate glowy base makeup routine that so many of you have requested. I hope it lived up to your expectation. And yeah, let me know what you think. So I've actually been doing this makeup routine for quite a while now, like at least 6 months, if not more, and I have never had so many comments on how my makeup looks so good and so glowy. Recently, I actually changed my lighting for when I film, so I think that's more the reason why people are noticing it more. So just please keep in mind that depending on the lighting, your makeup and your skin is going to look so different, whether it's very low light, diffused light, like studio lighting, sunlight, it is always going to look different. So please be aware of that when you see my videos, other YouTubers' videos and influencers' videos. Like, we do have lighting to make our makeup and skin look like a lot more flawless than it does in real life. Anyways, please let me know in a comment below if you enjoyed this makeup content, and if you do want more makeup related videos from me. I will leave a couple videos that are more related to makeup than skincare here if you guys do want to check out some of my past videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Mwah.